So I may be a butch queen for the rest of my days, but one thing I'm not going to settle for is being lumped in with the stereotypical token gays. Let's discuss. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We're here to talk about my pain and misery. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys. And if you don't want to hear me complain and moan, just stay on the phone. But go ahead and skip an hour ahead. But I want to apologize to you guys because I've not been consistent with you guys. I truly apologize. It may not be something that you can see, but when I don't make videos, it brings me anxiety. But speaking of anxiety, you guys, this week I couldn't even. I literally could not do anything that I needed or wanted to do. Like, depression literally hit me like a ton of bricks. Y'all, usually I can power through my emotions and how I'm feeling, but this week it was just intense and I just did not know what was wrong with me. Like, I'm talking like anxiety from by the time I get up all the way until the day ends. Like, it was not good. Like, I would legit get up and feel like just utter trash, go to work with a dark cloud over my head. The energy was so bad that even my coworkers, everybody was looking at me like, baby, what is going on with thee? But baby, I rebuke it. I rebuke that energy. Like, I don't know what was going on. I know Mercury retrograde started and we had a big old blood red moon, and I don't know if it's because if my sun or my moon conjuncts with a buffoon, whatever Melanated Crown says. Shout out to her, Miss Melanated Crowns. That's like my little sis, y'all. She knows all about the sun, the moon, the stars, and Mars. Moving forward, I hope to be more consistent with y'all. If I'm not, honestly, I may just end up being like a Lauryn Hill to y'all. Now, I actually understand how Lauryn Hill feels. Like, lazy ass Lauryn Hill, she said if her energy does not align with her stars and her moons and chakras and crystals and all that jazz, she can't perform. And that's why she shows up to her performances at least 4 to 5 hours late. I can now sympathize with her crazy ass because if the energy's not right, I'm not going to be here every night. Baby, when I tell you my mind was so far down into the valleys of the shadow of death to a point where, like, on certain days I couldn't even really just get up to save my life, y'all. Like, if a butt naked ass bodybuilder came to my house with a case filled with $1 million and the only thing I had to do to win that money was to get out of bed, I would have literally just been like, you know what, close the case, return to sender. Like, y'all, I rebuke that energy. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I'll never forget this week because I was just crippled, you guys. Like, as much as I wanted to, the last thing that I could do was come back to this house, sit my fat ass on this couch, wearing this cushion out, coming to you guys with the mess, the shade, and the tea, spilling my own tea, exactly. But baby, like, I couldn't do it. I could not even. I'm very appreciative of you guys still rocking with me and vibing with me and being there for me. But y'all, I say all that to say I actually want to come at you guys and talk about the struggles with being the token gay. The token gay is defined as that one friend. You know how there's a token black person and a group of white friends? Well, I am, and a lot of gays are the token gay person in a group of straight friends. Growing up as a young gay boy who's actually in touch with his sexuality and knows, like, his orientation at an early age can easily end up being the token gay in any type of friend group. Like, I mean, I was pretty much that dude. You may not know, but I was able to, like, be on the down low all the way throughout school and high school. I really don't know how I was able to pull on that facade, but my whole entire life was one big acting job, basically. And there were some friends that did already know, but I didn't really let people know that I was gay up until I got out of high school because it was a much safer space and I'm a grown-ass man at this point. What are you gonna do? Being the token gay is also being glamorized and also lifted up within the industry in Hollywood. You know, a lot of these token gays tend to be a celebrity's makeup artist, hairstylist, wardrobe stylist, you name it. kid, or even assistant. That's the popular one, being the assistant to the it girls of the world. The token gay archetype was also mainly popularized within reality television, most notably on the Real Housewives show, especially the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where we had Derek J, Miss Lawrence, Dwight, and most notably that assistant by the name of Anthony.
I have a little shot for you. I know you don't drink, but get into it. You can't enter until you take it.
Are you being serious right now?
Honey, it's a good, healthy libation, honey, to keep your taste buds moving and your hips grooving, honey, Miss Legendary Burris.
This is Anthony, my sister.
Okay, honey. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, too, honey.
The sad thing about these men being the token gay on reality television was the fact that a lot of people that watch reality television that did not have gay friends expected every gay man to act like them. It's the sheer fact that a lot of people thought gay men were a monolith, like we all acted the same, like we're all messy, queeny, loud, vivacious, just yes, queen, yes. And when you don't act like that, the girls and the guys get confused because they're just like, oh, well, why aren't you acting like this? Like, why aren't we cooning, basically? Like the gay version of cooning. Performing is the word, but cooning is all the same bird. Now, one thing you guys like to see is when I shift the focus back to me, Beasley, and I will say that I'm the perfect mix of feminine and masculine energy. Everybody has a mix of the both. It's your choice of what side that you dwell in. And really, it's all in your personality too. Like everybody has feminine traits and everybody has masculine traits. Like whatever you bring out is what you bring out. Whatever you give is what you give. But baby, there's no right or wrong way on how to live. It's all how you were made. It's how God made you, or whatever you believe in. I believe in God over here, baby. Now, with feminine and masculine energy, you always have to have a balance of the two, but sometimes you could be imbalanced. Like sometimes you could dwell too far to the right in masculinity or way too far to the left in femininity. But me, I tend to struggle with that when it comes to being the only gay friend in some of my friend groups, because most of my friends are either straight women or straight men. Now, I can't speak for everybody, but that imbalance happens within me when I tend to, let's say, hang out with my female friends a lot more often than my male friends, which is the case for me today because, for one, I work in cosmetics, I work in the beauty industry, and I'm around females almost 24/7 at our bay, pussy to pussy. And then I get off and I hang with my female friends, chat on the phone, all that jazz. And then with my male friends, as of recently, I don't really get to hang out with them that much because, you know, they all got their girls and all that going on. I think almost every male in my life right now, not the gay ones, but every like straight man in my life has like a girl or a baby at home or both. So they're always off doing their own thing, and they hit me up every now and then to talk on the phone to see what's going on, but there's not that much face-to-face interaction with my male friends, so therefore I tend to dwell more in the feminine side of myself and bring out more feminine traits. I mean, for God's sakes, I wear pink on a daily basis too. That's one of my favorite colors. I think I look good in it. And then when it comes to my gay friends who are either balanced or imbalanced just like me, on paper, hanging out with them, it would seem easy. But with gay friends, you guys, I gotta keep it all the way real. I tend to keep it a little surface level with all my gay friends, and this in order for me to protect myself, basically, because it just seems like gay men can't be friends with other gay men. Every time I'm in a group of gay men, I feel like I always have to be on guard, or if I'm in proximity with another gay man, another black gay man at that, it just feels like there's always some shade thrown at my ass that just throws me off of my game and affects my mood. Now, I know within the gays, we live in a culture of shade, but I keep it all the way real with people. I'm cool, I'm real as fuck, I'm chill, I don't bother nobody, and I mind my business. But baby, it just seems like when I'm in a group of gay men, somebody always tries my ass. For example, this past week, my energy was off. I was fucked up, but like I always do though, I always have to show up for my friends, be there for them, all that jazz. My friend had a birthday party I went to, and it was just a bunch of miscellaneous older gays. That day after I got off work, I got to the party, I was tired, I had to drive about like 45 minutes to get to the place. Like, that's how dedicated of a friend I am. Like, I will show up for your ass. And off topic, but I also learned throughout this situation to stop ignoring my intuition, because if the energy is off, I usually just push through and go through things when honestly and truthfully, I should just take my ass home and lay in the bed. But I got to the party, the older gays, they greeted me. I thought everything was cool and chill until one of them tried me. For one, they asked me if I had a BBL. That bothered me. Like, they were asking me like, oh, like they were somehow talking about plastic surgery, and they're like, oh, so you got your body done? And I'm just like, bitch, no. And then one of them said that I look like the devil to them, and I was just like, well, bitch, do I scare you? And then we were playing like this game where you like have the phone in your head like this, and you basically like have to guess what the fuck is on the phone. So I messed up two things, you guys, and two of the gays were like, oh, so beautiful, so just beautiful, so beautiful. And I'm just like, bitch, fuck you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was hurt. I was already fucked up. Me and the guy that I was talking to and dating, we ended up not dating anymore. Shit didn't work out. So that whole week and this whole past week, I was fucked up, and that was just the icing on the cake, and it just made me recluse into my inner self. Now this may sound a little off topic. I probably flew off the rails a little bit, but it just made me feel like, you know, I'm already in balance with my masculine energy and feminine energy, and I'm trying to like come to you guys. Like, you would think other gay men would be a place, like a safe space basically, and they're just not. Like, they're just catty as fuck. For some reason, everybody just always has to be in competition with one another to prove that they are the Beyonce in the group of miscellaneous gays. And when you feel shunned from the community that you think you belong to, you go ahead and retreat with the people that will make you feel comfortable. And in my case, that tends to be straight men and straight women, thus forcing me to be the token gay. But lastly, you guys, I want to talk about how being the token gay man can lead you to being a loner with friends. I will say it's mainly due to the fact that, you know, you have these friends, but nobody truly understands you, especially if you don't tend to, like me, dwell in gay spaces like that, at least not anymore. Like, yeah, you have your straight male friends, and then you have your straight female friends that love you and care about you, but no one truthfully understands you, so you end up kind of just recluding into yourself, because there's just no safe space, and you become your own safe space. To be honest with you guys, I have gotten used to being alone. If I'm not at work or like out at a party or a bar, I'm pretty much alone 90% of the time, and I've gotten used to it. I used to switch up the masculine and feminine energy depending on the group of friends that I hung out with, but I learned that you end up losing your personality and losing yourself in doing that. It's like you're not an authentic human being. Like, you're not really you. You're just trying to fit in with these groups because you feel like you don't fit in anywhere else. But I say all this to say that it's hard being the token gay. But honestly and truthfully, sometimes you just can't avoid it. Sometimes you just vibe with whoever you vibe with, and at the end of the day, you just so happen to be gay. I don't know if this video made any sense, but I will say I am proud to be gay. I just want to fight against being the stereotypical gay. Like, I don't know why it is. Maybe it's internalized homophobia. I don't know, but I just look down on just being the stereotypical gay token man. Like, I just rebuke that. I rebuke that title. I rebuke that archetype. I want for me and a lot of gay men to be seen for the individual they are and not just for their sexual orientation. Basically, not just using being gay as their personality. Like, build some character, bitch. But yeah, y'all, let me know if this video made sense. I'm just glad to be back. I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to talk to you guys, and I'm gonna try to keep the content rolling. I'm gonna try to keep it steady rolling. No promises and no excuses, just results. But those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna come back at you guys with some more content.